What's up, guys? Blackout and Whiteout here, bringing you an episode of Alice and Zouroku on Blast. This is for episode 4 of the show so far. And, well, why don't we just go straight in and say how crazy this episode was. I know there's things that we loved about this episode, and of course there's things that we didn't like. Let's start off with, we'll go good, bad, good, alright?
Okay.
Kind of like sandwiching. Alright, so what was one thing that you really enjoyed about this episode, Whiteout?
I like the darkness. It was definitely it definitely, you can see the contrast from the first episode. You know, it's just an interrogation almost slash kidnap. Obviously it's a kidnapping. But we find out that she's not necessarily human. She's taken on the appearance of a young girl, learned language, and I find that interesting.
And for me, I was really surprised. And so we're recording this, about 6 hours after the fact of watching it because I had to work, unfortunately. But during that, 5 hours I was working, I got to thinking, and what I came up with is, I'm like, what if the other children with powers, she created as well? Because from what they're saying, the Mini-Me was saying is that she has all the cards, or Mini-C. I'm thinking Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Mini-C said that, she has all the cards, and if she could create a human body and become that, couldn't she do that as well? Because so far all we've seen from the other children is how they met her. They just walk into a room and she's there. It's all white, I think it was, if I remember. So maybe, I don't know, maybe the researchers had them make the children with powers and be like, oh, these are gonna be your friends.
That very well could, Sana, almost called her Alice. Sana could have very well just, she was just lonely in this facility or whatever and created her own friends, and then those became test subjects as well. But we see a new character in a flashback almost like an illusion, and it looked exactly like Sana. So my guess is that maybe the older Sana happened to come across whatever the Red Queen was at that point. It looked like it was kind of like a tree, right, or something.
Yeah.
So the girl we see in this vision, she came across it, and then to me it feels like maybe the Red Queen scanned it or whatever, or used that as a basis of her body. That's my guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Or I could definitely see it being because Minnie C got her power when she experienced loss with the death of her husband, then eventually she got her power. So what if the lady we see, because it looks like a 25-year-old version of Sana, what if she experienced some deep dark tragedy that made her into an Alice power user? I could see that being it as well. Don't you? Possibly.
Yeah, maybe. I know. A couple weeks ago, didn't we hear some extra dialogue from Sana in the future, an older Sana? I don't know if that was this show or not. We've been watching so many shows.
Yeah, unfortunately they're starting to all blend in, but it might have been the show where her voice is different. So maybe that voice is from the girl we saw.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
Now let's go to the bad.
Yeah, I didn't really have too many bads. I had
one where you said it went a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way they did it, but to me, as a person, that's something I've never liked in any anime. I hate when they make the girls so scared that they end up peeing themselves. I've never liked that. It's not like it's bad, like it's not like it's a negative for me. It's just like it definitely it affects me, and I don't want to be affected by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. See that it, that moment had that kind of impact. Whereas for me, I was like, it made me even feel even more sorry for.
That's the thing. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to. They make me feel bad. I don't want to feel bad.
Yeah, but isn't a show supposed to like toy with your emotions? Wouldn't you say?
It is. It is. But
especially with mine, it's definitely the opening and ending. I mean, I love them on their own, but again, as of right now, like the openings, like does not fit the show whatsoever. Especially this episode, she was kidnapped the episode before, so we get a flashback of that, and then it goes in the opening where it's all cheery, and then back to this dark. It's like I kind of wish like they didn't go for that kind of opening,
Yeah. Yeah.
And that sort of kind of ties with like toying with your emotions. Like you go from a low to a high because of the opening, to back to a low, and it's like dragging me all over the place.
They should do what Monica Magica did, where the opening stayed the same, but the ending was like a lighthearted type of ending until episode 3, and then it was dark endings. And that's what maybe that's something they should have thought about.
Yeah.
But you pointed this out too. This is one of the things I didn't like, or I didn't really not necessarily didn't like it, but it was weird when Mini C shot Sana. The soundtrack that they used during that whole part, it did not fit.
It stuck with the like kind of like fantasy, king and queen type, where it's like almost like a court jester is like performing. That's the music that should be playing. Yeah, I agree. It was really weird. And I mean, it keeps the show interesting because you're expecting like dark music, but it's like nope. And I don't know, maybe that's like foreshadowing because eventually the other Alice or Dream of Alice user showed up. I forgot her name, unfortunately. I'm not exactly sure. She's the detective lady. Maybe it was like foreshadowing for her getting there and saving him, perhaps. Now, what did you think of the? Because I definitely think this episode was a character building episode.
For Zoroku?
Kind of, but I'm thinking like it's more like it built Sana and Zoroku's relationship.
Yeah.
Because like before this, they really didn't have a relationship, whereas now, like, I mean, Sana, I remember it so vividly. She was like, oh, "That's the first time you ever called me Sana."
Yeah.
And like, you can definitely see this episode was focusing on the relationship and building it, adding layers to it. So,
yeah, I totally agree, and I liked how when Sanai was lecturing Zoroku, she was saying how he needs to think of them, they need to think together as a family instead of him just calling the shots or something like that.
Yeah.
And I also like that too. I'm glad I'm glad we're getting this extra development. But where do we go from here? Because they know Zoroku has Sana now.
Yes.
No matter what, and they know that Sana or Zoroku's granddaughter's also there.
I think it's see, again, how many episodes is this?
I have no idea.
Alright, because I think it depends. If it's like a 12-episode series, then I almost want to say like they're almost gonna go to like war. Kind like not like pull out guns but like the powered people, the one like the children with powers.
Dreams of Alice.
Yeah, Dreams of Alice. I think they're gonna be implemented if it's like 12 episodes. I think we're gonna get to that point extremely fast. Whereas if it's like 24 episodes, which I don't think it will, I think it's like going to be, they're going to bide their time scheming how to get her back. Whereas, and like, Sana, Zoroku, and Sanai are all going to have like, almost like a family, like, family not get together, but like family moments, I guess. You know, going to the park one day, and you're gonna see that where like it's gonna be like cutting back from like bad guys scheming to they're having fun to bad guys scheming to they're having fun again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
12 episodes.
Oh, 12 episodes.
12 episodes.
Yeah, I think possibly more Dreams of Alice are going to be introduced for sure. I mean, I don't think that's all there is. Just because there's 6 of them altogether. I don't think that's it.
Yeah, and we also have the boy too. I think he's a boy, right?
Yeah.
He seems different. I don't know if he's going to be like, because, all right, he doesn't like sweets like everyone else, but I don't know. It seems like they're making him a peculiar whatever.
Peculiar.
Yeah.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. I don't know.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I can't say it now.
Words.
Peculiar.
Yeah. Words. They're making him a different. Like, it feels like they're making him different than the rest of them. So I think either he's final boss, or we're gonna get some stuff from him.
See, I disagree there.
Really?
I just think he's a kid who wants to go back home.
Okay.
Because I mean, he had that attitude as well as one of the twins, the one that was trying to miss, the one with the bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I just think they just don't care about getting Alice back, because I think the boy just doesn't care in general, and the girl just doesn't want to hurt Sana, so she doesn't want to chase. While the other one, she kind of had that attitude like, yeah, we're gonna get him back. So.
Okay.
We'll see though. We'll see. Because his power is just to create things.
Yeah, from what it seemed like, anything what he draws, he can create.
And I don't exactly know how that power could become super boss power. You know.
Unless he can.
I mean, unless he creates another. Alice, Dream of Alice.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe, let's say he ends up being, like Sana takes the fight to the facility, and it's getting destroyed and all that. Maybe I think he's the final, he's there to they're making him defend it, and maybe he has a plethora of pages already drawn up that he can just use.
Okay.
Because we don't know if it's if he draws it as soon as he finishes it comes to life, or if he can draw it and save it. So
yeah, we'll see for sure. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to all the good stuff. Help support us. Go check out some of our other videos. Go check out episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Alice and Zouroku. Next week there will be another episode, obviously. But before then, we'll also be doing some interesting things, possibly your name, as long as Kizumonogatari Part 1, 2, and 3. So be on the lookout for those. Beyond that, I'm Whiteout.
I'm Blackout. And we're signing out.
Whoops.